Hello everyone, I'm Gefepido, and this is going to be another weird one. So, the squad called Dragons of Myth is Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina, but Giratina's weapon relies on the confusion status effect. And I wasn't going to play the squad as such, but then TheBoardsCousin recently released a modification for Generic's Boom Artillery from the Sentient Weapons mod, which gives it a wide variety of options that are probably not balanced at all. So I thought that maybe the modified boom artillery would make a good third for the squad. And TBC said, maybe I shouldn't do it because the mod was basically a shitpost. But then I reminded her that my entire Brainstorm run was a shitpost, so why the hell not? Anyway, meet the Dragons of Boom. So yeah, this one's kind of wild. It hits 3 tiles in a row, and each of them can be adjusted between 4 different options. I will definitely want the health upgrades soon enough. And yes, it gets really confusing if you're turning the left or right tile into quickfire rockets. Believe me, I think I spent 5 minutes just figuring out what all the options were and how they worked. Also, I'm just going to note that descriptions on the Pokemon weapons are a little outdated. Warp Strike targets an adjacent tile and swaps it with another tile within 2 of itself. And it damages the initial target, but not whatever unit it's swapped with. And Dragon Rage actually can either hit 3 tiles in a line for 1 or just the center tile for 2. I do not know if the Pokemon get some other stuff when they level up. Based on how Legendary Birds went, I'm guessing there's a good chance they'll get something at max level, maybe. Anyway, so let's see. Vertex does not look too bad, really. Though, I suppose my current damage output isn't huge. But I should have enough displacement for whatever. Watchtower could be worse, but I probably want... Am I ever going to get enough damage to do much with that? Hopefully I can... Well, unless I'm forgetting which one Megalon was. I'm losing track of the different weapons, sorry. Meridia doesn't look bad at all, really. I don't need to worry too much about Meridia when it's not the fucking tree, and... Farline... Well, got the Reactive Scion and Wasp Leader. Other than that, could be worse. Although, Wasp Leader could potentially drag someone into water, which sucks. But let's just do Meridia now. So, okay, blocking Vex spawning might be a little tricky. Since Boom Artillery absolutely can't. But... I do really hunt some cores, because this squad actually needs quite... Oh boy, Specimen's great. That's a... You know what, let's just try this one. How bad can it... Yeah, the Beanstalker's just going to kill itself, isn't it? This is going to be really hard. Oh well. Here maybe? Dialga is really bad at not killing things since it doesn't displace. And Boom Artillery, I'll figure it out. Whatever. There are worse fates than losing a perfect island award. Also, wow, these fellas really are big, aren't they? So the Alpha Sprout could be ignored. The Beanstalker cannot... Alright, which one am I looking... Right, yeah. Dialga probably won't be getting much practice today, but... I don't think I have any way to displace this Sprout without killing it. Because I believe all boom artillery's displacement options are damaging as well. So I could just have Dialga shoot it in the face. Although some turn I might want to actually use the time travel. And then Palkia could just probably teleport the Beanstalker onto this tile. Yeah, anyway, this is how Dragon Rage works. I suppose I should... Yeah, the Alpha Sprout can live this time. Oh, hey, I didn't even realize Palkia teleported itself when moving. Oh, the Beanstalker's fucked, and, well... Only so much one can do with this guy. At least I should have plenty of Vec next turn. Okay, that's just not acceptable, but I suppose I can teleport him elsewhere. That one doesn't matter at all. And Puff Loser over here doesn't matter. Yeah, I could just teleport the Sprout to here or something. I believe I cannot... Well, teleporting him to the spawn would mean nothing because it teleports the whole terrain. So the spawn itself would simply end up here. I guess I could teleport him in front of the Chomper for a laugh. But... Oh, right, I should show you guys how this thing works. Boy, this is gonna be something. Sorry, let me just think about what the correct... where I can actually shoot from to do this. Because it rebounds. Let me see if I can find a safe way to do this. Okay, so this one is simply basic cluster artillery that won't need to hit anything. Yeah, you click to cycle through the options and hit enter to... Yeah, this is basically cluster artillery. The center version only hits forward and back because the outer... Because, you know, the next two rockets cover the outer tiles. So, that's fine. For this one, we're gonna make that a quick fire rocket so the other one can go here for the moment. And this one can be, I guess that one can also quick fire. I don't really care where. This is complete overkill for this one silly evac, but I felt it was important to demonstrate the nature of this ability for now. Anyway, if I'm gonna have 5 Vec next turn, I guess I probably should actually, you know, get someone killed before it gets ugly. Actually, maybe I should just time travel so next turn I can be done with this mess. I don't know which is which. Shit. Okay, hopefully right is forward in time. Good. That's what I thought it was, but it's been ages since I played Hive War. Oh dear. Alright, one problem. Still one problem. Still one problem. 2 problems. 3 problems. Okay, so I guess if I tag the puffer for 1 damage, it won't be dead, and that's fine. I just need to solve some things. So yeah, I can just have Palkia teleport this Chomper somewhere else. Then Dialga shoot this Puffer, and yeah, because Dialga can't deal with this guy. And then, yeah. I just need to do like this, I guess. Oh wait, I need to push this guy down some way. Let me think. I can probably do it if I think carefully. Okay, so this, yeah, center here. Cluster shot, fine. Then this one. Cluster also fine, I suppose. Or no, wait. Accidentally hit. And this one, I'm gonna need... Oh, this actually works. What beautiful overkill, don't you think? I guess I can just... Yeah, since it swaps the whole tile, I don't have to worry about killing him. It also means I can't use it to drown Vec, but, you know. For this particular mission, that's fine. Anyway, as you can see, this is going to be a completely absurd mess. Significant abuse of quick-fire artillery can probably solve numerous problems all at once if I get used to the weird angles. Why does everybody want me to keep blocking Vex spawning? What if I don't like blocking Vex spawning? Jerks. Yeah, maybe I should do this one first, because I gotta do a... I mean, I'm probably gonna do nowhere at some point. The map certainly isn't bad, but I might as well do the easier one. Fortunately, modified boom artillery is probably ideal for this wacky setup. Alright, so I want Palkia close to them. Dialga, not necessarily that close. And boom artillery, where the hell ever. Spawn blocking's gonna be tricky though, because Palkia's melee range and Dialga has, well, okay, I guess Dialga could Dragon Rage and shoot this guy. Palkia could, oh, and Palkia teleports, but I guess I can't teleport stable enemies, right? Meaning I have, like, so Palkia can't do much to the Sprout ones. Inso. Still, if I can get a couple blocks going, then I'm already doing well. Of course, I guess that means Palkia could spawn block right now, either way. And then... here? I suppose here's as good a place as any. And then, okay, let's say I target here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter where I target if I'm just, you know, trying to get some damage on these clowns. Sure, why not? I probably could have done better, but... Okay, so I cannot put enemies onto spawns with anyone except boom artillery. I could push this guy onto a spawn, though. In fact, yeah, this will be easy enough. And yeah, the one that starts forward is the quick fire. No, wait, hang on, let me think. No, I need to be here if I want to do what I was thinking of doing. Yeah, I freely admit I actually wrote down some notes on how to identify the different options. Oh, right, yeah, this is a bit tricky. Maybe I need to be here. No, wait, yeah, I should move the others first. Doesn't matter where I put him, he'll die. Now I should be able to do this, probably. Let's see if this works. My apologies for having some issues with figuring things out. There we are. And, and yeah. Maybe I should be spawn blocking it. It'll be fine with, you know, super boom artillery. As long as I get my mission done. But yeah, as you can see, the real challenge is figuring out how to use my ridiculous super weapon. It's awesome. Okay, so 3 is going to be here, so I could consider pushing this one up here to kill the spring seed. And, right, yeah, I can't. Oh, right, I could just also teleport it over here. And then have Dialga kill this one or something. Or I could even have Dialga kill this spring seed and then... I'm overthinking this. What am I even gonna do with half these units? Yeah, I'm just trying to think how to be productive with this. Okay, so Spring Seed's gonna end up here and die. Thus, Dialga is free to do this. Hell, that one is gonna die anyway. This does mean I can't do anything too interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Boom Artillery doesn't have that much that's interesting to do here. Yeah, honestly, the issue with this version of Boom Artillery is when you have so many options, it's hard to think of what would be the most optimal. Although I'm guessing in most cases it'll involve quick-fire artillery. Okay, so... most of these don't matter, actually. This one does. Actually, no, gotta kill this guy. And yeah, should do this. Wait, am I not allowed to shoot something that's along... am I not allowed to shoot if one of my shots is going to be off the side? I guess I can't. That's actually a problem. Well, kind of. Just means I gotta get a little creative. Maybe. I guess it means Boom Artillery actually can't shoot this one, can he? That's okay. I can work with that, probably. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay, let's say I have Dialga kill this one. Can Boom Artillery get these... What a mess, but that's okay. So yeah, pretty weird, but overall pretty strong. Like I said, I strongly suspect that the Pokemon will have something when they hit max level, but... oh god! Is that a legendary Pokemon fight I see? Oh, and the kill 5 or fewer thing is just rude. Now, I don't remember how Giratina works, but as a general rule of thumb is you don't take a swing at a legendary Pokemon with a starting level squad. Yeah, he's gonna have too much health, and odds are pretty good there will be attacks I can't avoid. So let's just try this one. This I can maybe, probably, hopefully do. You know, seems like a definite possibility of success. A man can dream, okay? Spawn blocking might be tricky, but we'll see what I can manage. Wow, really? Rude. Assholes. Okay, so... I could certainly have Dialga spawn block over here and shoot, say, the Puffer. Not perfectly, but I can shoot it. Then I could have Palkia push it up somewhere. Pardon, Palkia could push the Beanstalker somewhere, anywhere, doesn't actually matter. And then I can damage this asshole with something. Messy, it would be cool if I could block and finish off the Puffer, but I don't think I can do it. It does amuse me to think I could have Palkia teleport a ground-bound Vec, like, into the middle of the water and just leave it stuck there. But I don't think it's necessarily an optimal use of... Actually, there's no real need to hit this guy, is there? But it would be funny. And again, I do want to get the spawn block going, so... Now, how do I best do this guy? I'm just trying to think how I can... Let me see if I've got how this might work correctly. I'm trying to think if where I would... Since I can't shoot from here, how I would do quick fire to hit. Oh, wait, I might not have a good option for shooting that way. Let me think. Okay, good. That at least was the right one, but I don't think there's a correct answer for this. Yeah. I might have to do it from... here? Let me think. Wait, hang on. I think this works. Not ideally, but it was... Look, I apologize, I am still figuring this out, and probably will be for some time. Not like I was any better with the original boom cannon, right? That guy needs to be stopped. That guy needs to be moved. That guy can fuck off. Alright, so I wish I could just make the chomper hit the alpha puffer, but that's not really an option today. I could hit both these puffers with Dialga. In fact, I could. I'd just have to move, though. Couldn't do it from where he is. That's actually annoying. But with these two dealt with, then I could deal with the beanstalkers relatively safely-ish, I think. At least put him over here. Because, yeah, I kind of... If I can get both these guys, then I can put Palkia on this spawn and just port the sprout somewhere. Doesn't really matter where. And Boom Artillery can then... Probably could have done better, but figuring out exactly how to aim this thing's version of quickfire rockets will probably be a work in progress for the entire run or something. Okay, that guy wants to die. That guy clearly wouldn't mind dying. Now, okay, the alpha puffer could be ignored, but actually, if I can get this chomper pushed onto the spawn, then it'll take one from this guy and another from this, which would just about be enough to kill it. Okay, so Dialga can just wipe the beanstalker. Palkia can put the chomper wherever I like. Too bad the beanstalker goes first, huh? Oh, actually, I could have the boom artillery just hit these, well, one step at a time. Now, where we go? Okay, I think I can work with this. I probably just want to let the puffer live this time, since I'm expecting him to do damage on the chomper. Like so. And I've got my spawn block. So that's a mission accomplished. Well, at least as to that particular mission. Still have things to protect, but... Okay, so I might as well kill the puffer while I can. Since in this case, I actually have a weapon suitable. Probably want to have Palkia get this guy, and this boom artillery can handle that one. Okay, so smoke does not get teleported. That's actually important to know, and I'm glad I checked. So let's see. Good there. This will... Right, yeah, that one's the, what's it called? Rebounding Valley? The one that starts with the backwards pull is Rebounding Valley. One back, one forward. One of the classic, really nice backup artillery weapons. Yeah, whatever, lady. I don't speak the French. And, yeah, I'm not stepping to Giratina just now. This I can probably do because, you know, 4 mech damage would put my squad at the brink of death everywhere. I mean, I could do this one. I mean, I probably can, but... Probably. It doesn't give, what's he called? Some of my units as much room to maneuver as I like. On the other hand, am I really going to be a coward with this squad? Fine. Fine, we'll play this game. I guess Palkia can go here because, you know, he teleports anyway. He's not going to get blocked in. Dialga probably should... Here, maybe? I don't know. It's hard to guesstimate exactly where I should be aiming with some of these mechs, but, you know, it wouldn't normally be my top priority, but I do really want that HP on boom artillery. Having slightly more leeway on where you can put stuff is, nice. Anyway. Oh, wait, I could have Palkia teleport the Chomper in front of the Alpha Chomper. And it'd be funny. Of course, the Beanstalker's gotta go somewhere. So do these guys. Ugh, there's so much. Now, the Chompers could be ignored in principle. I don't like ignoring them, but, you know, totally an option. Just thinking here, now... Now, if I swap the Beanstalker up into where Palkia is now, then, you know, he'll kill the egg, which is nice. But I need to deal with this guy, which is one major issue. I guess if I swap the egg with Beanstalker, then Dialga could hold all these 3 guys. But, you know... No, wait. Swap it. No, wait. I'd need to swap this. This egg is too far away, and if I swap the Beanstalker here, this will take damage. I'm being dumb. Okay, let me think. So, Dialga isn't really in a position to problem solve here. I need someone out of the way if I'm gonna, like, do any kind of real getting this guy dealt with, for example. Now, let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's a problem. Can't really hit this guy with him. So I might be stuck using Palkia on the Chomper. Not the end of the world, but annoying. So presume I need to do that. What result? Then Boom Artillery needs to solve the Beanstalker. Can he? Maybe. Oh, I might be able to if I... Okay, I'm not sure I could do it if I'm... I mean, if a cluster artillery shot hit this Chomper, then the Chomper would be doing... Or then the time pod would also die, and I'm not phrasing myself well, but let me think. Okay, so if Dialga hit these losers... Okay, okay, a better thought would be, where would I need Boom Artillery to get to actually hit this guy in a useful manner? Quickfire rockets are just kind of tricky. Because they do target from where I am. Yeah, Boom Artillery's position is just not good for doing what I'd like to be doing here. Although, if I landed a Triptych shot here, then the Alpha... Because I could get, like, up here and shoot. Like here, Triptych, pushing potentially all three. Okay, let's say I did something like that. Assume Palkia's somewhere. Or Dialga, whatever. Names, whatever. No, wait. I need to be here. Okay, assume I do this. This one doesn't matter. Good enough for the moment. Now, this one would be Triptych. That would kill the Alpha Chomper, push the other Chomper down, and put the Beanstalker somewhere non-lethal. Good. And then over here, I'd be like... No perfect option, because I'd be leaving a chasm one way or another if I don't want to break a building, but I could, like, rebounding volley and put the other one in the water. Or set this tile on fire so the Vec don't fuck around, but I'd be concerned about it. Okay. And from there, I could either... Well... I could have Dialga shoot these dudes before or after I do that so that this Chomper dies as well. And then Palkia can just swap this Chomper where I feel like swapping them. Could actually put him here so that the... yeah, so that this egg dies. Okay, let's see if I've got this how I want. Huh. Did not expect to have this kind of much issues with the whole thing, but what can I say? Life and ITB come at you fast, and oh hey, the Beanstalker's gonna die too. What a beautiful day. Good. Just as well, because I'd forgotten that I could only do 2 damage to 1 tile. Anyway, sorry. Opener, not too bad. Trophy Hunter, actually pretty good. Urban, not bad. But since damage is all Dialga currently does, Trophy Hunter is probably ideal. And boost... Oh, right. It's because of how the skill choice thing does. The game gave it the initial skill first, and then it swaps to the new one. And, yeah, Okay, I forgot I couldn't quite get it far enough to hit this egg, so... Mountains are nice, why not? Anyway, still need to get those egg sacs, but I'm feeling better about the setup here. Doubly so now that it's, you know, sprouts and shit. Okay, so... The chomper is gonna pull itself into here and get hit by the sprout, and then be on fire. So next turn it's dead Vec walking. Excuse me. Although if I have Dialga... Actually, wait. Since Dialga's boosted, which is a slightly unfair advantage, but I could do that. And... Probably should be hitting these eggs while I can. If I can safely hit them. Like, let's say... no, wait, there's no good way to do that, is there? Whoops. Ah, well. Okay, if I do, like... Maybe I should just do something more precise as far as the eggs go. And if Dialga hit this thing. Palkia can get this egg and... This looks basically safe. Ish. A comical degree of overkill to be sure, but safe. I don't know. I did... Oh, wait, what? I thought it was on a forest. Oh well, doesn't matter that much. I mean, it does a little, but... I'll cope. I'll cope and I'll make the Vec pay for me misunderstanding the situation. Oh yes, I fucking will. Anyway, so... Could just have Dialga hit this lot. These two, I guess. Or I could have Dialga hit the puffer, and then boom, artillery can fuck these guys up in whatever humorous way seems fitting. Okay, slightly forgot that I can't shoot from here, but that's gonna be fine. It will, see if it's not. Yeah, that's fine, actually. Alright, who actually needs the XP most? Palkia, I guess. Perhaps unsurprising, since he only does 1 damage at a time. Okay, the puffer's not gonna die anyway, so I may as well do whatever. Rebounding Volley is extremely useful for so many purposes. It's just an issue when something is stuck between two cities because you can't afford to push or pull. But I suppose this version of Boom Artillery had to have some kind of weakness, right? Okay. I don't recall offhand if this version of Bloom Artillery works like the original or if it's special, but heaven only knows how what combination of clicks I'll need for it. So increasing Palkia's range might actually be a good move here. What am I fighting? Chomper Leader? Oh yeah. So the range upgrade, although he already has 2 range, it'd be nice. Move upgrades never go out of style, and oh wow, he already has a new thing. Strike all enemies in an area and weaken them. Hang on, let me just see how this works. Does it only... I'm a little confused here. Is it just target enemies within a square of the targeted thing? And, does the shit... I'll have to see how that works out. Anyway. That's well and good, I suppose. And if it only affects enemies, there's no problem. I'll probably do the range on Palkia, but likely I'll really... Well... Anyway, Chomper Leader, sure, whatever. I'm probably going to need Dialga to go hard on this asshole of a boss, but in the meantime... Actually, these guys are going to have trouble hitting anything important right now, aren't they? Well, no matter. I'm not in the business of playing fair, am I? If I was, I would never have done this run. Also, wow, Chomper Leader has more HP than I thought. Where'd this asshole get so much HP? And why is the Beanstalker barely accomplishing anything? Anyway, so I could just have Palkia swap the Chomper Leader behind the Sprout and laugh. Although I could also have, I may as well bash the Chomper into the mountain first. I really want to get some actual damage going. On the third hand, or I could just... Okay, I need Dialga to move first. There. So this would just damage them both, and... Oh, okay. So what I could do is... Actually, what might make the most sense is first do this, then have Palkia move the Chomper Leader to E3 here, and then have the artillery push him onto the spawn, so the Beanstalker can bump into him, leaving them both spawn blocking for the next turn. I feel this may be the correct response at this time. Now, is it shift click that's supposed to tell you about the... I will need to... Wait, it's doing 9 damage now? Because normally it's infinite damage with Chomper Leader, or auto-kill damage. I did not know that weaken would... I mean, 9 damage is still plenty, but it's no longer infinite. That's interesting, actually. But, let's consider that more later. It is not really... Okay, so that was a pretty good first turn as these things go. And what is this? I'll have to look up how the status works later. So I could just kill these two or those two or any two, really. Of course, I don't necessarily want Dialga to get all the XP, but, oh, unfortunately it does seem to affect allies, which is unfortunate. Doubly so since I don't want to do take the damage, but, okay, could just... But obviously moving my dudes is an option. That's, you know, typically a thing you're allowed to do. In my admittedly limited experience. Probably should have done the mushroom instead. Especially since Palkia can't. But, you know. I'll cope. So, I think the corporate tower is probably going to be okay this time. And I think that Chomper would like to have a seat on the spawn tile. Too bad Palkia is not really in a position to do that. Okay, so... I guess Palkia needs the XP most, so I'll target the Sprout then. Or... Or I could just let it ride it on those. Because if I put this Chomper here to be hit by the Sprout, he'll be just fine. There. Honestly, I didn't expect Dialga to get something on his first level up, since the legendary birds didn't work that way, but what do I know? I mean, technically I know a lot of things, just the vast majority of them aren't very useful. Ooh, okay. So, jump jets ain't bad. Oh! Oh my! Oh, could the world be so beautiful? Yeah, that's gonna be really, really useful. Like, almost absurdly useful. Anyway, I don't believe I can instantly end the mission by doing this, but... Not that it matters, I can Oh, okay. Victory in 0 turns, which means nothing. Since, you know... Anyway... Okay, I assume she's from Monsterverse. There's a cyborg weapon that wouldn't be too bad, but... Not that I'm going to use it anyway, but I guess I will probably sell one of these. Grid Charger? I was never going to use the Grid Charger. I'm almost relieved there's no passives I want, since I wouldn't be able to do too much with them right now. And, so what do I want? I probably want to get that health on Boom Artillery just for safety's sake. And, I could take the damage on Palkia or on Dialga, which would be potentially really useful, since a lot of Ek have 3 health, but I am tempted to see how +1 damage each works on Boom. On the other hand, I can pick that up another time. Because so far I'm doing pretty well. Wither would be really nice to have. Yeah. And then I can pick up all the 1-core things more easily later. Anyway, so thank you for watching, and join me next time for part 2.